2 in 3 people say they're not afraid of what happens after death. This in a report at Study Finds. Please be sure to like and subscribe to Study Finds Guy YouTube channel here. Well, most people think humans will never be able to prove what happens after death. Half of adults still believe their spirit lives on somewhere. The new survey of over 1,000 people in the United Kingdom finds 50% of respondents believe in an afterlife. Of this group, 60% believe everyone experiences the same thing when they die, regardless of their individual beliefs. Now remember, this is of the folks who believe there's an afterlife. However, 2 in 3 believe scientists will never be able to tell us what really happens when someone passes. I have a feeling it's just going to be somebody showing up in your room someday and saying, you know what, I'm here. And this is what happens. Okay, we really need to survey some of these already dead people, though. Here's a few questions I have. Are they sick and tired of the reality shows, with the people trying to contact them with their gizmos and gadgets? And do those things hurt? We need to check on that. Okay, back to the survey. 55% think they're going to heaven, and 58% worry their life choices could end up sending them all to hell. Well, that's comforting. 58% worry they could end up in hell. I mean, I guess it depends on the bar. I mean, I did steal a pack of gum from a store when I was 7. I hope I'm okay there. Of all the folks surveyed, the poll finds 68% of all respondents have no fear of what comes next. Well, this could be a tricky one. It's like falling off a cliff, right? The fall's kind of fun, and it's the sudden stop at the end that kind of ruins the experience. Leaving this earthly plane, not so much. After that happens, sounds like those people think they're heaven bound, and those who don't believe at all probably fit into this number. However, 69% would rather live another life after living this one instead of simply seeing their existence end. It depends on the day, if you ask me that one. As for what people think heaven or hell may be like, 28% say their religion has shaped their opinions, while another 23% say a personal experience with death molded their views. The poll finds adults think heaven provides people with a chance to recapture the things they've lost throughout their life. The vast majority think the afterlife involves a sense of peace, and more than half describe it as a place of happiness. 3 in 5 adults believe there will be no more suffering when they die. Well, I sure hope so. I should say I hope not. It gets so confusing. Over 4 in 5 people say you have to live a good life and be a generally good person to reach heaven. 1 in 3 claim you have to place your faith in a higher power to reach the afterlife. And 1 in 5 say it requires you to confess all your sins. There's us Catholics. Overall, 1 in 4 think people go to heaven or hell, and 16% believe they'll exist in a spiritual realm, and 16% also believe in reincarnation. Okay, this is fun. Almost half of folks believe their pets end up in the same place they do. I mean, I hope so too, but I hope they don't all poop there too. If all my pets are there, I hope someone's picking up after them, because otherwise I'll spend like the first several years I get there cleaning up God's front lawn. That would be hell. So 1 in 3 admit they've tried to contact the dead, and more than 2 in 5 people claim they've felt the presence of a dead relative. This whole survey is creepy. Now I'm going to have the heebie-jeebies for the next several days, and here's why. Let me explain this. Among those trying to contact the dead, 52% have had a medium help them, 33% have turned to prayer, and 18% have broken out the Ouija board. Some people call it a Ouija board. I hear the pronunciation is Ouija. Yes, Ouija boards. Those things scare me. I saw the movie. Nothing but bad things happen. Okay, but here's a crazy story. After we went to see that movie, we were shopping for toys for the holidays, and one of those things just randomly fell off the shelf and hit me in the head. I'm not kidding. That was nuts. 1 in 5 people say they'd pay over $1,300 to talk to a dead relative again. Sounds like a business opportunity there. Like I said, this is already kind of big business between the reality shows and the mediums and whatnot. I wonder if there's a guarantee, though. Anywho, We have a lot more info on this and other studies. Just click the link in the description below and head over to studyfinds.com.